Baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss. I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Colts and the Cardinals. Coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On first down, Newton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd and 2. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Mack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Touchdown! Kylen Granson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From the 50, Newton. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 91 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Finding Williams once more, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Open man, Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. fake the give. Now Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have taken the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Out of the gun, Newton. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing again is Newton. Dancing to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a play fake. Wentz finds Hines again for the completion. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On the handoff, this is Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Granson as tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Out quickly to Hines. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the red zone now, Wentz. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. Touchdown, Colts. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing that'll lead you into bigger errors. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, this is Edmonds. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For Cam Newton, the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 48-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's take over 1st down.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Watch two. Watch the curl.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now it's Newton. Pass complete to Green. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Newton. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down. It's Taylor, and he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Wentz. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the handoff, it's Mack. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.